Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your love reading for those of you in a current romantic partnership, a temporary separation, or have just started dating somebody. This is your reading for mid-September through to the end of October. If you're single and looking for love, please check out the singles readings that are posted for you guys. So in the month ahead, we do have, as I do this reading, we still have Mercury in retrograde up until the 15th of September, and then Mercury goes direct in the sign of Virgo, so this can make it a little bit easier to communicate, perhaps make some decisions if you need to, and get some things out in the open, be a little bit more clear about things. We have a new moon on the 14th of September. And so this new moon, of course, it's always a great time to start something new, start fresh, try something new, maybe infuse some new energy into your relationship. Okay, try something new as a couple, maybe, and some of you that can represent a new stage of development in your relationship there as well. We do have in October, just got to say, we do have eclipse season coming up. So September, you may feel, because we've got a bunch of planets in retrograde. Retrograde slows us down a little bit, invites us to reflect, to revisit something, to, really kind of drive down deep into some details of things. A full moon in Aries on the 29th of September helps us release all of that energy, may even bring something to fruition for you. But in October, eclipses bring a little bit of chaos sometimes. So this brings unpredictable energy, right? Big, powerful forces at work. So we do have a new moon eclipse in the sign of Libra. So this is bringing us a little bit of luck and love, maybe bringing you a relationship reset, may highlight some power struggles within a relationship, but this can actually give you a wonderful opportunity to like reset and detox that relationship there, get things out in the open. We've got the full moon eclipse in Taurus on the 28th, 29th of October. And, so both of these eclipses are ruled by Venus. Venus is now direct. Hallelujah. Venus has been in retrograde since the latter part of July. So it's, really kind of been quite restrictive and unpredictable for a lot of people. So in these eclipses, you could be really having something that's blossoming in a most positive way, but you also may have some shakeups and things in there. And it may not be within your relationship itself. It could be external factors, right? Things like family and money, things like that. They do impact our relationship. So just so you know, there's probably a little bit of turbulence coming in here in October. We have clean it up energy coming in here first. Now, this is in the reversed. This is in your protection position for this particular card. So this is really saying there's something that you've got to deal with. And it's mostly a message here of pay attention to your relationship, to your issues, to your experiences with your person. Stay in your lane, basically, with this particular energy, right? Have you been focused too much on other people, what other people have? Have you been spending too much time with other people and not taking care of your own house, your own relationship? And sometimes we get sidetracked, we get diverted somewhere. Sometimes we got friends or family in crisis or that do need our help. But in the meantime, we're neglecting something else. So this is really that call to take that step back and to focus a little bit more on your relationship, your person, finding balance in your relationship, and dealing with anything that needs to be sorted out. We have to be fair energy coming in here for you as well. And this is very, very Libran in its energy. To be fair, we're restoring the scales of balance there. Okay, so again, if something's being out of whack in your relationship, then this is this energy, this very supportive energy to bring things on an even keel for you, to sort out some responsibilities within a relationship. And this also brings fairness and equality. So if you are in a position in a relationship right now where one person is holding all the responsibility, this is a chance to even that out. If you've been in a situation where maybe one person has been more committed in your relationships than the other person, again, this is your opportunity here to restore that equilibrium there. But the to be fair energy also shows that you may have some very important decisions to make. So when we're in this energy, this is a reminder to look at both sides of the story, to keep an open heart, to keep an open mind, because in order to make an unbiased decision, we do need to, make sure that we have all of the information. And then that way we can make the right decision using the information that we have. All right. And so it's really very much about not jumping to conclusions. Okay. We don't want to do that in this energy. We want fairness, equality, and balance, harmony for all. And look at what happens when you deal with all of that. We've got happy, happy. Happy, happy is a wonderful card, a wonderful energy, bringing in all kinds of blessings and happiness and joy. Maybe you've got some surprises in the month ahead. Maybe your relationship, especially if you're in a newer one, maybe developing and evolving in a most wonderfully spectacular way. Some of you might be getting some really good news in the month ahead. And from the energy that I'm seeing down here, happy, happy indeed. Okay, so keep an open heart, keep an open mind, clear up any kind of issues or anything like that. And the thing is that we can really use full moons and even eclipses for, making sure that we get things out in the open. It's almost like a calendar reset, right? If we deal with our issues once a month or as they come up, then we don't carry excess baggage. We don't have things that are lingering and festering and growing beneath the surface because we are getting them out in the open. And that's a wonderful way to be. And this may be where the Mercury going direct in the sign of Virgo and coming out of that retrograde period may actually really help you, because Virgo is a very detail-oriented sign, and in the energy of communication and of course processing your thoughts with Mercury there, you can really be drilling down and talking about those little finer points, those details, and que sera, when you get things out in the open, whatever will be, right? But it's important to do that, right? Too often in relationships, we do ignore things, or we don't talk about things because we're maybe afraid of hurting someone else's feelings, or maybe we're afraid of someone's reaction. Well, what if they react badly and then we have a fight and then we break up, right? For some people, that's a really big motivating factor in there. So with this Mercury direct in Virgo, this can really benefit you in this energy. But the happy, happy can certainly represent just some wonderful events happening in your month and a half ahead. We've got the Malika of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups energy, of course, love and romance all around. So beautiful. The Queen of Cups is bringing you in this open energy, the ability to heal something, to bring something back in alignment. This is where your love blossoms and grows, where you find peace in your relationship, you form a deeper, stronger bond, or you get that bond back, right? Especially if you haven't been spending a lot of time with your person, or there's been other distractions. This is where you really do come back together, and in a really positive way. Okay, with that. But it is an energy of being open, right? So again, we have to open our hearts, open our mind, open our voices, and talk about things, right? And so it really is a wonderful energy with that. Now, this also does speak to your intuition, okay? So this does speak to your intuition here with this energy as well. Okay, there may be something that you are kind of thinking, okay, I think there's something going on, or I think there's some issues that we need to address. Okay, and your intuition is kind of very much heightened with the Malika of Cups, right? That Queen of Cups energy. And we do see that there may be some fears or some challenging things that you do need to work through. Okay, we do have the Devil card coming out. Okay, so no word of a lie whenever we do get the Devil card. Okay, it can certainly represent the need to keep perspective and put up some boundaries somewhere. Now, this could be an external person that is causing some issues in your relationship. okay, or just in your world in general. This can represent a toxic boss, an ex, right, that maybe is, you know, coming in here and wanting some money or something like that. So there might be something there. There could be some issues, challenges here in your material world, and sometimes we're very focused on our material world and our money, our resources, our job, right? The devil card brings in obsessions, you know, so workaholic kind of energy, or again, that focus on other people and not that focus on your own relationship. So the devil card can really throw a monkey wrench in our world, right? We do also have the Page of Swords and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, both of them are in the upright, but with this toxicity or challenging energy that comes in with the devil card, right? The Page of Swords is quite often some sort of message or communication coming in, and the Queen of Pentacles can be about money. So for some of you, you're very focused on your money, your resources. For some of you, there's some underlying fears about money. Maybe, you know, if you're at the stage in a relationship where you might be head over heels and your relationship is evolving, it might be really quite positive for you, but there could be underlying fears here about money, right? What if we move in together and we don't share bills responsibly, or we don't, if I live with this person and then we break up, will I lose half my stuff, right? So there can be some issues, some underlying issues there, and it may be because you've been burned before. All right. And once you've been burned before, especially with money from a past person, it's very difficult to get over sometimes, right? Some of you may have some messages coming in here from, you know, an ex, right? You know, looking for some money or something, or maybe want to reevaluate, you know, like some sort of separation agreement or something like that. That may possibly come in there as well. But some of you could be looking for a job, right? There might be some issues around the home. So the devil card does bring about some issues. Okay. And we do need to, how do we resolve them? Get them out in the open and talk about them with the Page of Swords. And we need to be grounded. We need to be calm, and we need to be patient with the Queen of Pentacles. And we also need to be open and receptive. We've got two queens coming in here, and the queens are generally very open, very receptive to things, very much in the flow, right? And, you know, we're just kind of dealing with matters one by one. We're not rushing into anything. We're not getting frustrated or impatient, right? But then you throw the little devil card in there as the monkey wrench, and there's something here that is causing a hiccup in your relationship. So we've got to clear that devil energy out there. Okay. Now this can be by talking about it. This can be by facing something head on as well, because the devil card does speak to our shadow side. It does speak to the things that are keeping us bound and trapped and chained to something. So we could be, you know, really trying to make a conscious effort to conduct ourselves in our current relationship differently than the past, breaking cycles, right? Slashing those chains. We could be facing fears about possibly commitment, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, very committed energy. You know, so we could be facing our fears about that. I do feel here with this energy that's surrounding this devil card that there is a healing element here. There is some positive communication. We've got to deal with something, but I do feel that there is an energy here of we're going to do something different. We're not going to do things the same way. We're going to shake things up a little bit. We're going to deal with things. We're going to face our problems head on, so that we don't, so that they don't weigh us down going forward. So this can be where, you know, you're maybe getting a little bit of help or support. Maybe you do have a neutral third party that you can talk to, okay? Or maybe you are just very much focused on your own issues, and you're not, you know, you're making that effort not to, you know, not to focus on other people or other things outside of your relationship. You're bringing it back home, right? So this devil card, like I said, can very much throw a monkey wrench into your relationship. But I feel here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Cups, okay, I feel here that you have an ability here to resolve some issues, okay, to break a cycle, break chains, and really communicate better. You're working through some stuff there, but not without its challenges, okay? So just be aware of that. Now, we do have the Six of Cups coming in here also. Now, in general, the Six of Cups is actually a really positive card. It's where we have fun. It's where we may receive little gifts, because usually we've got two children on the card and one of them giving someone flowers. So it can be a very sweet energy, a very uplifting energy in that. So we're having some fun. Someone's doing some kind gestures for another person, and it's really in general quite good. Now, some of you may be focused on your home or your children as well in the Six of Cups energy. So with that Devil card, there could be possibly, considering we've got the Page of Swords here as well, there could be some issues that arise that do have to do with children. So it may be that, there's like a little bit of back and forth with, like custody battle kind of thing, or maybe, your children are just like, going through some things, right? And it's diverting your attention away from your relationship. Okay. You could also, of course, have that ex person, because the Six of Cups can sometimes be someone coming back. Okay. And with that Devil card there as well, right? That's, if you've got any custody disagreements or money disagreements with an ex, they may come up at this time, especially in eclipse season. Okay. Expect the unexpected when we get that eclipse energy, right? Things get shaken up and things come out of the woodwork. All right. So you may have some things going on with that. But the Six of Cups essentially is a reminder to be in the present moment, to be active, to be engaged, to be focused on today, on the here and the now, because that's the important energy. And we do quite often, Six of Cups, we look at the past. And that's a great energy with the retrogrades that we're in. But this is where we do take a step back and we look at the past. But sometimes we look at the past with rose-colored glasses. Okay. And sometimes with the Six of Cups, it can be a return card. So it can be something coming up from the past. So just like that Devil card, the Devil card can be a reflection of those habits, those cycles, those behaviors that we fall into, that we are trapped in. And so with the Six of Cups energy, you might be looking at something in your relationship or just within you, okay, or just within your person, and seeing what patterns are we repeating over and over again, and what do we need to put an end to. So just be aware of the rose-colored glasses scenario, though, with the Six of Cups, because sometimes if we're reflecting on things, we can look backwards, and our brains are supercomputers. Our brains are wired to protect us. And this is why we forget things. This is why, we do tend to sometimes, think, oh yeah, I've healed from that. But in the meantime, all we've done is we haven't done the really hard work. We've just put something to the side and buried it, essentially. And this is our brain's way of protecting us from hurt and pain. And, and so when we are reflecting on things, rose-colored glasses, right? So we need to remember to be very honest, right? About the good times and the bad times, right? The good times are great. They're wonderful, but it's the bad times that we overcome that actually form a really strong foundation and the building blocks of us, our lives, and our relationships, right? And can also really highlight issues of something from the past. So again, the Devil card, whenever the Devil really does throw things for a loop when we get that in there, okay? But with the innovative new energy that comes in, a fresh outlook, a fresh perspective that comes in with the Page of Swords, okay, again, I feel like you're shutting down some cycles, or you're dealing with some past issues in a better way. But the Six of Cups can also have you looking out to the future, right? And sometimes we do need to reflect a little bit on our past in order to figure out where we are today and where we want to get to in the future. So some of you are making some decisions about the future. And we do have decisions coming up here with the Two of Swords. Okay, so choices, options, deciding what's wrong, what do we need to fix, what's hidden. Do we want to move forward? Is there a big burning question that you've got? And so in the Two of Swords energy, we can sometimes be faced with an important decision, but there comes an element of uncertainty, right? Like, is it yes? Is it no? Is it black? Is it white? How do I deal with this? And so sometimes we can get a little bit very much wrapped up in the energy of back and forth, like I just don't know. Your intuition is really going to play a key role for you, as we've already said. Okay, and we've got a King of Swords here. So I think if you've been trying to if you're trying to make some sort of decision or trying to, figure out what to talk about or how to address an issue, I think here that you're going to be gaining a lot of clarity. Okay, and you're going to be making a decision. That King of Swords energy, very, very decisive in that. Okay, but the Two of Swords also really highlights the element of balance as well. Okay, so again, we need to find balance within our relationship. And with the Six of Cups coming in here, it may possibly be that somebody is floating through the relationship without really, carrying their fair share of the weight of the responsibilities of the financial burdens, okay, or of the housework, right? So, in this Two of Swords, there might be a conversation that you need to have with somebody about their level of engagement or responsibility within that relationship. And it's not always the easiest conversation to have, but balance is the key. Right? If we always have one person that is always the one making dinner, doing the vacuuming, cleaning the bathrooms, doing the laundry, paying all the bills, and the other person's just living their best life, there ends up being a buildup of resentment, a lot of stress, a lot of burdens, right? And that's when we get thrown into this devil card territory, right? Becomes a big issue. So best to get things out in the open. But there is something that you're examining here. We do have the Moon card coming in. And the Moon can really highlight things that are hidden, things that are beneath the surface, things that do need a little bit more clarity, things that do need to be brought to light, and they do need to be talked about. We need to shine a light on things, right? Because that Moon can really bring in a little bit of doubts or uncertainty. Okay, so talking about those things and getting them out in the open, very important. The Moon does highlight cycles in all of our lives, right? And in relationships here as well. So it may be that you are entering a new cycle, a new phase in a relationship. It's evolving. And so you just need to figure out what does it look like to me from here? What is it that I want? The Six of Cups, right? You're in the here and now, right? And you're thinking about the future, or you're talking about the future, making some future plans. But in order to do that, right, you need to make sure that you have all the information that you need, or that you have all of the insight and clarity that you need to make that good informed decision for yourself and with your person. Now, the Moon also does highlight we've got a Sun card coming out here as well. So I think that the eclipse season in October is going to be very important for you. Bring in some fresh energy, bring in some decisiveness, shake things up a little bit, likely in a positive way here, since your outcome there is the Sun right at the end. So, so the eclipses may cause some turbulence for some people, may actually cause a little bit of a breakthrough for some of you, may bring some uncertainty, but I feel like it'll bring things out in the open. So whatever decisions you need to make, okay, October is probably the month you're going to do that. All right. But the Moon can also highlight our spiritual selves, our intuition, and can also bring some romance, right? I mean, if you think about the Moon, it speaks to our emotions. Maybe we're talking about our feelings. We've got the King of Swords talking about our feelings. With the Six of Cups, we're feeling good, right? We're feeling like, because again, it is a sweet energy, right? And, and of course, under the light of the Moon, sometimes a little bit of magic and romance happens there as well. So you never know. Maybe someone asks a very important question under the light of that Moon, probably a full moon, or maybe while you're watching an eclipse. So the King of Swords is coming in here really to highlight decisions, clarity, clear communication. Okay, the King of Swords has clarity and a sense of purpose. Is a very logical kind of energy. This is where you're asking questions, you're getting information, you're giving information. So all these lines of communication are open. So we do have three sword energies that are coming out here, right? So again, communication is the key. So I feel if you've had a blockage, so to speak, in communication, maybe you haven't been on the same page as your person, or maybe you just haven't had time to sit down and have, talk about things. Okay, this is the month for you where that may actually change. But the King of Swords here, I do feel that there is some clarity that's coming in here for you and your person, and whatever it happens to be, you are talking, right? So very much in tune with each other there. Because we do have, just like we see the happy, we've got the Six of Staffs coming in here, and the Six of Staffs is an energy of victory and success. We've been faced with challenges, we've had some obstacles, we've had some burdens, we've been, having a lot of challenging things that have been thrown our way that we've had to deal with. Thank you, Devil card, right? And, this is us overcoming them. Now, the Six of Staffs is an energy of victory, success, right? We're feeling good. We're feeling confident, right? We're like, woohoo, right? And this is awesome. But it can sometimes just be how you're feeling about your relationship, but it can also, for some of you, okay, may possibly be a breakaway kind of energy there. Like, I'm good, I'm confident on my own, right? Because let's face it, when we've got the Devil card, we've got the Moon, okay, we've got some important decisions, right? We possibly have a return card there with that Six of Cups. For some of you here, you might be getting some closure about something. Now, this could possibly be a potential walking away from this relationship, but I feel it's a little bit more of getting things back on track. And I do feel that if you have an ex person coming back, and maybe there's some issues with the kids, with visitations, or with money with an ex or something like that, I think this Six of Staffs is like, yes, we've resolved these situations, because the King of Swords can be a shrewd negotiator. Right. So this may be where, you're, the negotiations are very much on track, and this is where those final decisions are made. So with the Six of Staffs, which is Six of Wands, by the way, you could very much be in that position where, yes, I finally got this resolved. Right. Very important to do that. We need to resolve our past before we can fully, completely, and wholly move forward with our future. But let's get a few more cards. The Six of Staffs is also, by the way, an energy of being in the spotlight. Okay, surrounded, it's usually a parade, like a party of some kind. It is one of moving forward, right? And woohoo, feeling really good about it. Okay, so we restore balance and harmony. And you do have two sixes coming out here. And sixes are where we find peace and balance and harmony after a time of difficulty or turmoil. So it is a really positive sign for you guys. But the Six of Staffs can have you, you're in the spotlight because you're maybe sharing some really good news. And really good news indeed. We have the Queen of Cups coming out here for the second time. Peace, healing. This is where your intuition is paid off, by the way, because whatever this King of Swords conversation is about, I think you already know what that may be, because your intuition told you about it. So yes, if someone's popping the question or anything like that, or if you're evolving in your relationship, talking about your feelings, okay, here you are in this Queen of Cups energy again. So we're in love, we're finding peace, we've got harmony and balance restored in our relationships. We're feeling this deep, loving connection with our person. It's a wonderful, wonderful energy, right? So Queen of Cups coming out there twice, very significant. But we do have also the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, happy ever after, happy home, happy family, happy bank account, happy commitment. This is an awesome, awesome energy, and we're reaping the rewards of all of our hard work, our dedication, and commitment. So this is really wonderful energy here for you. Okay. And we also have the Nine of Cups, which is where you're feeling happy, you're feeling content, but this is a wish fulfillment energy here as well. So it's like you're getting what you wished for. So whatever it is that you're wanting, that you need to resolve, that you need to talk about, that you need to break away from, okay, this is that. Yes, I have it. I'm feeling good about things. I'm feeling fine as wine in this energy, right? So this is like, holy moly, talk about a positive, breakthrough, for you. So, out with this ick. Okay, in with this beautiful energy there. And we like it, right? We've got the Sun card coming out here as well, happiest energy in the entire deck. Okay, so we've got a lot of positive vibes going on, not without its challenges with the Devil card, right? We can't forget about that one. Okay, but with the Sun, Shams, coming in here out of this deck, this does shine a beautiful light on your entire reading. So happiness, clarity, success, fulfillment, okay, all of this is attainable for you. All right now. And it might be some small little things for some of you, but this can be some really bigger things for others of you here. The sun, when the sun comes out, it chases away the shadows, the difficulties, the negativity that the Devil card creates. All right. So yes, we start out in the shadows with fears, with restrictions, with worries, doubts, obsessions, things like that. And then the sun shines, right? It's like when the sun comes out after like a big storm, right? This is where things do turn around for you in this energy. So it can be really quite beautiful in this. The sun does bring about clarity, abundance, happiness, joy. It brings about all kinds of love. There's children sometimes that are there. So if you've been having issues with your children, this is where things may get resolved for you. Okay. But whatever your situation is, happy, 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 happy with the sun. What do we have here? Happy, happy. What do we have here? Happy, happy. Okay, so the sun chases away all the shadows. The sun, like I said, when you got the sun and the moon, the eclipse cycles for you and your relationship may be very important for you. We do have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I think with the Eight of Swords is a self-imposed restriction. You're feeling trapped. You're feeling closed off. You're feeling stuck in a rut. Hello, Devil card, right? And in this energy, with this coming out with the sun, you're going to see things clearly. You're going to have the energy that you need to do what you need to do. You're going to break free out of any restrictions. You're going to unchain yourself, so to speak, okay? And you're going to be feeling a lot more positive. The lines of communication are open. The Knight of Swords, you're taking action, and you're really moving forward in the way that you want to, right? And again, a lot of communication that's coming in here. I feel like here you're going to be feeling a lot more positive. The Knight of Swords is very positive energy, usually bringing us in news and messages and things like that. But I feel like here with the Knight of Swords, with that Eight of Swords, I feel like this is really a breakout, a breakthrough for you, and much in alignment with that sun. So wherever you've been feeling down, trapped, stuck, anything, I feel like boom, we're bursting forward, right? You're not going to feel all wrapped up in chains anymore. And yes, we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in here for you as well. So the Wheel of Fortune is a wonderful energy. Does bring turbulence though. Okay, so just to be aware of that. This is where the tides are turning, where we're moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth and good luck and good fortune. The Wheel of Fortune brings good karma. It's the Wheel of Destiny, right? And you're very much coming into alignment with exactly where you're meant to be at this time. This also can bring us a little bit of wisdom and some deep insights as well. But the important thing to remember with the Wheel of Fortune, positive changes ahead. There may be some things that are just meant to be. And when we do have eclipses, this does bring in fated events, fated energy. So again, there may be something here that happens around those eclipse times, whether it's the new moon eclipse or whether it's the full moon eclipse, right? One of those can really have some significant impact on your relationship. But I do feel here that it is very much for the better. making things a lot healthier. But yes, whenever we do have a shift in a cycle, it does bring a little bit of bouncy energy, a little bit of up and down, a little bit of turbulence, if you will. So it's going to be important for you to stay grounded in that energy, okay, and not be super impulsive. The Knight of Swords can actually be a quite impulsive kind of energy, and the Eight of Swords here is restricting that. So I feel like with those two coming together, right, that's going to be not necessarily slow and steady, but it's going to kind of temper the energy a little bit, right? And this makes things a lot easier to deal with, and we deal with things in a more positive kind of way. All right, so let's leave that there on that lucky high note for you with the Wheel of Fortune, and let's get you guys out a few last cards. All right, we have Surrender, Low Self-Esteem. Now that could be that Devil card, right? Plays quite the key role. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Okay, whatever your situation is in your relationship, be confident in yourself, right? The Six of Wands here brings you confidence, okay? And this is the energy that we want you to have, okay? So again, some breakout, breakthrough kind of energy. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Remember the first message that we had with the clean it up in the reverse, right? Where are you spending too much time with other people, with other people's needs, right? Rather than yours or your significant others. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy, right? Stay in your own lane, bring it back home. And then we have surrender to your intuition. Tune in to your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. And your intuition is playing a very key role for you in the next month and a half or so, okay? And it always does, all right? But this is like heightened, right? So pay very close attention to that. Watch for any signs, symbols, synchronicities. If you get some gut feeling about something, trust that. Don't overthink, overanalyze that, right? Because we can fall into that habit of doing that. Trust that, right? But you may want to, follow a rabbit hole, right? So, hey, I have a feeling about this, right? Well, I'm going to go Page of Swords. That's here. I'm going to go find out some more information, right? Before I jump to conclusions. All right. So trust your intuition, whatever your situation happens to be. So I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Throw a comment in the box down below as well. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a fantastic October, and I will see you guys later. Bye.